Let's talk about the Jollof Football Bantaba July team of the month. The team is set up in a 3-4-3 formation, not the orthodox 3-4-3 formation, because we have three natural strikers leading the line. But if you look at the team in goal, we have Baboucarr Gaye, the Scorpion shortstopper, became the first goalkeeper to win the Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Month during the month of July after having an exceptional start to his time with his new club, Sikandia, in North Macedonia, helping them to progress to the third round of the UEFA Champions League qualifiers, which they are currently playing. They lost their first leg yesterday, but hopefully they can redeem themselves in the second leg and make it to the UEFA Champions League, which will be an amazing story for Baboucarr Gaye, considering where he is coming from after that long-term injury, struggling to find the new club, starting from low and then moving up the ladder in North Macedonia. Now he is playing in Champions League qualifiers. Wonderful story for Baboucarr Gaye. He is the Jollof Football Bantaba July Player of the Month, becoming the first goalkeeper. He played 5 games for his club, Sigandia, in the month of July. They won 4 of those 5 games, and then they drew 1. Baboucarr Gaye make numerous saves during the month, helping them to a couple of clean sheets as well. And if you look at the defense, we have Abubakar Sidi Kinte for the 3rd month running. This kid is in the Jollof Football Bantaba Team of the Month. Another wonderful month. He won all his fixtures during the month except the final game, which meant he lost his 100% win record with his club Tromozo in Norway. And partnering him is Sirif Sinyan and James Gomez. Sirif Sinyan, what a month he had. He's also competing in European competitions in the Europa League. The last game that he played, he was the hero of that game. His club, Cluj, they went into extra time in Europa League second round qualifiers, and Sirif Sinyan came with the goods in extra time, scoring a wonderful header to take his club to the 3rd round of the Europa League qualifiers as well. He was also very instrumental for them in the league. He scored 1 goal, assisted 1 goal during the month, and kept a couple of clean sheets with his club. And then you have James Gomez, who has started the season very well with Odense. Odense started the new league season unbeaten with their first 2 games, winning 1 and drawing 1, and James was instrumental to those games. Prior to those, they played a couple of friendly games which they won, and they drew one of those games. So during the month of July, James Gomez has played a lot of minutes. His club were unbeaten whilst he was on the pitch. So the back 3 is Abubakar Sidi Kinte, Sirif Sinyan, and James Gomez. And then you look at the midfield, we have Abubakar Bari and Harnar Sinjai. All these players were involved in European qualifiers as well. Abubakar Bari helping his club progress to the 3rd round of the European Conference League qualifiers, winning that game like by heavy margin. Abubakar Bari was quite instrumental in those games, and then he has started all the games that they've played throughout the month and been so key for them in those games. And you have Haruna Rashid Njai, who was also competing in the Champions League, helped his club progress through the 4th round of the qualifiers, played both games in midfield. They won those 2 games by an aggregate of 2-0, winning 1-0, 1-0, and Rashid was instrumental. Unfortunately, they lost in the 2nd round of the qualifiers, which Rashid also played in. We have Haruna Rashid in midfield. He's now playing in his more natural role, which is the midfield. For RFS last season, he was more like a utility player, playing in here in defense, sometimes in midfield, sometimes left back and all that. But this season, he seems to be playing in the middle, which is very good for him. He's not far off the national team. We all know that. And then you have Ibu Toure and Ibrahima Singate. Of course, Ibu Toure can play as a wing back. Ibrahima Singate is naturally a winger, but of course he can play as a wing back in this team. So they are our wing backs. Ibrahima Singate has started the Czech Republic season with aplomb. First 2 games, he was man of the match for his club. He scored one goal. The second game, he was absolutely tormenting all those defense in terms of creating the chances, the shots that he was dribbling. He was completing more. So he won the man of the match in both those games. And Ibu Toure has started live with Bradford with a win in the league, as well as 2 clean sheets that they played a couple of friendlies just before the season started. So he has a 100% win record at this moment in time with his new club. And then up top, like I say, it's not the orthodox front three. You have three natural strikers. I would say Adam Sidibe is a natural striker, but he can be withdrawn a little bit, especially with the month that he had. He had a goal and 3 assists. He was more of a creator during the month. That's why I decided to put him just behind the two number 9s. You have Lamin Koli and Pass and Core, who combined between themselves with 7 goals for their club. Both of them were also involved in European qualifiers. Both their clubs, they got knocked out in the conference qualifiers, but they left their mark in Europe. Both of them scoring a brace in their first games in Europe. In the case of Lamin Koli, he added another 2 in the league to take his tally during the month to 4 goals, whilst Pass and Core scored another 1 to take his tally to 3 goals for Paide during the month. So guys, there you have it. This is the Jollof Football Bantaba team of the month. Baboucarr Gaye, Abubakar Sidi Kinte, Sirif Sinyan, James Cummins in defense, and then you have Ibu Toure and Brahma Singate in the wing backs, then Abubakar Bari and Haruna Rashid Njai anchoring the midfield. Adama Sidibe playing just behind the 2 strikers, that is Lamin Koli and Pa Asan Kor. Guys, make sure you get on the comments. Let me know your thoughts about the Jollof Football Bantaba team of the month. Do you agree with our selection? Is there any player that you think should have been in the team, or is there any player in this team that you think like somebody else deserves this spot more than him? Let me know in the comments, guys. Jërë ngeen jëf.